Flosstube, it's Lynn. Welcome back. Spur of the moment, decided to do a video. I haven't done one since, was it the end of April? Like right before Mania, because I did my plans, or maybe it was May 1st. I think I did one. Anyways, welcome back, or welcome if you haven't been here before. I'm going to show you where is it? A finish, some whips, some haul, a save from the thrift store, and I think I'll do the 20 facts about me. I am a total list maker, so I decided to do that, and I've done that before, something similar. I think it was going around Facebook one time, and eons ago I had a blog, so I did it on there. So, alright, get going. First is the finish. I talked in my last video about what I was going to do for Mania. So the first week I was going to do the Love Golf and the Love Tennis. I did the golf one for my mom. I never did start on the tennis one, but I'll eventually get that to her. But I finished the golf one and framed it and gave it to her for Mother's Day. So here's that. I think it turned out really pretty good. I ended up, this frame, I took out the glass because there's a little charm on here and just framed it like that. Kept the, I just wrapped the fabric around the cardboard that came in the frame and kind of stitched it on the back, and you can see, I think, a little bit of a wrinkle there, but not too bad for my first framing job. And then the second week I was going to start the Under the Seesaw from Lakeside Needlecrafts, so I started that. Didn't get very far. Here's my progress on that, just getting going on the octopus. Can you see? I really like it, and I like this fabric. This is a fabric that they sold along with it, so I'm gonna get back to that soon. I don't know, can you hear my cat whining to get in? I didn't invite him. And then the third week, I started the tribal cat. I'm giving that to my mother-in-law for Christmas because we just never know what to get her. And we always end up getting her gift cards and stuff, and I just feel like it's so boring. She gets the same thing every year. So I started on that. Here I am so far. Just needs a head. I kind of wish I would have, because I just did black like it called for, and this is just some fabric I had. Kind of wish I would have picked a different color, but I guess it's not for me, so she'll like the black. It's just, black is so black. And then here's one of my new, I had to go with Garfield on there. He's a new needle minder that I got from Jen at Delicious Threads. When I was in middle school, I think, preteen, I was really into Garfield and Ziggy at the time. I think I'm gonna go let the cat in. Maybe he'll make an appearance in the video, and you'll get to see my buddy, right, kitty? Okay, and then the fourth and fifth week, I didn't do those starts. You'll see back, if you watched the last video, what they were. And I just got going on the cat and just kept working on that. But you can, that's about all I worked on, and what, it's been over a month and a half. I go pretty slow. So I got a couple other needle minders from Jen when I ordered that. I went and bought this whiteboard to keep them on because I wanted, they were just kind of all laying in a thing and getting stuck together. So I got this camera. I love photography. This is a Magical Creatures book from Harry Potter. Here's my initial. Get closer. And then this is Scorpio. Maybe you can read that. So I was born in November. And then she sent this little freebie owl along with it, so I want to stitch that up at some point. Maybe make it into a keychain or something. Okay, haul. So when I mentioned in my last video, both my kids graduated. My oldest is 21, she graduated college in May. And then my youngest is 18, she just graduated high school. So that weekend we had some family come out, and my aunt came, and we decided to drive up to Madison, Wisconsin, go to some bookstores, and then I went to, there's a craft store there called Lynn's, so of course I had to go. They had a cross stitch. They have a lot of stuff, but they do have a big cross stitch section. So I got some things there. First is the ink circles, dark shards. I like that because there's a lot of purples in there. Just got to figure out what fabric to do it on. And then I also got which one is this? Wings and Things from Ink Circles. I have some orange fabric that I showed probably last video that I got from Fabrics by LJ. And I wanted to do something Halloween-y on it, so I got that. So while I was there, she helped me, I don't know what I'm going to stitch it with, because she helped me pick out this. This is the Gentle Art Cast Iron Skillet is the color. But I wanted something kind of variegated, but that really isn't so much. And this is really washing out that orange. It's a lot brighter than that. But today then I went to the store in town and picked up some Weeks Dye Works. Kohl is the color, K-O-H-L. This one's a little more black and gray. I don't know if you can really, it's hard to see. So I might use that one, I don't know yet. But then I just realized as I was looking at the pattern that the middle part, this middle part, the web, that whole web is stitched in Krynic. Number 4, very fine braid in color 4204 Storm. So that'll be fun stitching if I try that. I don't know. We'll see when I get started what I decide to do. That's all I got there. And then I got the June color from Fabrics by LJ. This awesome, awesome purple. I love me some purple. Obviously stitching that other purple one on here would be way too much. It wouldn't even show up. Here, and let's say hi to, well, come here, just for a minute. I'll let you say hi to my kitty. Say hi. Yeah, you hate when being picked up, don't you? His name is actually, his previous owners gave him his name Ishkabibble, which we thought was weird. They called him Ishi. We tried that for a while, but it just didn't stick. So now pretty much we just call him Kitty. And that's, no! Okay, and then today I went to a thrift store and ended up getting, I've done this a few times, I don't think I've showed them all, but I think I might start putting them maybe on Etsy or eBay or something. Just picking up some patterns that I find. 49 cents. And then I have a loyalty card for this place for like 20% off, so I get it for like 40 cents or something like that. So these are some heart designs, and then we got this stitch with Sudbury clocks. Which, I don't know if I want to try making a clock. And then Sweet Memories. On the back, some teddy bears and stuff. Is that a, oh, flowers. Couldn't tell what it was backwards on there. And then this one is Songbirds. So a bunch of different bird patterns. The robin. We have another robin's nest in our bush out front. We just had a cardinal nest. The eggs hatched and birds flew away, and I think I keep saying I killed one because I kept going out there to check on them, and I was trying to get pictures, and at one point they weren't quite flying yet. They were just jumping around and jumping from branch to branch, and one of them kind of got loose, and the parents had to go chase it, and I was like, oh my god, what if it doesn't get back? So hopefully it's still alive. So there's that. And then I went looking over by the frames and stuff and just thought I'd give it a shot. And I actually did find a cross stitch. Now this is maybe something I don't know that I hang up. Maybe if I ever get my cross stitch room, or I want to make like a craft office type room. Take over one of my kids' bedrooms when they're both gone for good. My oldest one mostly is, but we keep throwing things in there in the meantime while we're storing things, you know, stuff that my daughter bought to bring to college with her, so it's kind of a mess. So maybe I'd hang it in there. Otherwise, if anybody, when you see this, if you like it, I'd be willing to ship it out for just, you know, reimburse me for the postage. So here it is, a couple of teddy bears. And of course we're going to have a glare. Maybe there. All that's on it are the initials LR. And these stitches are, oh, they're so neat, and they lay so flat, and mine are not like that. Oh, just look at, there's a rip in the back, trying to see how it was. $1.99, Goodwill. So, yeah, if anybody is interested, you like it, or know somebody who would, like I said, I'd be willing to ship it out. Just reimburse me for the shipping, and we'll be good to go. Let me know. Okay, that's about all that I had to show you. Well, I'll do the 20 things about me tag, whatever it's being called. I'm kind of a boring person, so this might not be too exciting if you don't want to stick around. Hopefully you do, though. Whatever. Anyways, number 1, favorite color is purple. I think I've said that before. I like everything purple. If there's something I'm going to purchase, if it comes in purple, it's mine. I have a purple hairdryer, flat iron. I write with purple pens. I have a couple purple cameras. My hair, I don't know if you can see it. Turn the right way. It's got purple in it. We just did that yesterday. So yeah. And it's not, it's kind of, I think people think I'm like weird and overboard because, you know, everybody's got their favorite. Oh yeah, I like blue. I like purple. I really like purple. Okay. I love photography. I have been doing it since high school. I took a class, and also I wanted to not go to college and study photography and maybe take a year off or learn photography, and my dad was like, nope, not gonna happen. I'm not gonna help you borrow money if you don't go to college. So later on, after I was out of college and worked for a while and got married, and then I did take a semester of some photography classes, but then I got pregnant and quit that, and basically I've mostly been self-taught. And that was when I had a blog, a photography blog, and I've tried a couple challenges. Like, I don't know if you heard of a 365 challenge or whatever, where you take one photo a day for an entire year. I tried it multiple times. I did finally, in 2012, did it on Instagram with my phone instead of my camera, because I didn't always take my camera with me, which I should have, but I always had my phone. So I thought, well, I'm going to do it on Instagram. And I actually got through it. I think I missed one day, and I just made up it with a photo the next day, but otherwise, which is pretty good because 2012 was a crappy year for me. So, and right now I think I have 7 or 8 cameras. So, number 3, I love snail mail. Ever since I can remember. Sorry, I keep clicking my pen. I'll put it down. You know, it's been a thing. I watch for the mailman, and I've joined a couple pen pal groups in the past. I had pen pals. I joined a postcard. It's called Post Crossing, where you send postcards to people all over the world, and you get some back. So I really like lighthouses. Number 4, lighthouses. I've photographed a bunch. My husband and I have driven around the state and gotten quite a few of them. Excuse me. And I'd like to get more, maybe go to you know, a few different states, see how many I can get. Number 5, this is a weird quirky thing that I put in one, like I said, I've done this before, and it was like list quirky things about you. I eat things 2 at a time. So like if I have M&Ms or chips or peanuts or something like that, I always have to have 2 at a time. The kids think I'm crazy because they'll say, hey, you want some of these crackers? And they'll give me one. I'll say, yeah, give me another one. They think I'm nuts. And usually, and then what's even weirder is then I'll eat one on each side of my mouth to keep it even. So it's a little OCD thing. Let's see, number 6. When I get in bed at night, I lay on my right side. And I'll lay there for who knows how long, but I won't fall asleep till I flip over to my left side. So, and it's a thing. I do it all the time. Number 7, I hate onions. When I was a kid, probably like 2 years old, I could barely talk. My mom was peeling an onion. And of course, the inside is white, so I thought it was an apple, and I kept pointing to it. Apple, apple, apple. Mom was like, no, it's not an apple, and you're not gonna like this. And she argued with me for quite a while, I guess. And finally, she's just like, fine, have it. And I took one bite, and oh my God, I must have screamed She said I screamed bloody murder. And ever since then, I can't stand onions. You'd think I'd hate apples because I thought it was an apple, but no, I don't like onions. So then it goes into number 8. I'm the pickiest eater on the planet. People get really frustrated with me. I mean, we'll go out to eat. Most restaurants that we go to on a regular basis, I have my 1, maybe 2 things that I like, and that's about it. We go to someplace new, it can be a struggle. Number 9, in 6th grade, 2 friends and I were walking to school down the middle of the street, and a cop stopped us for jaywalking, which is, I think is funny. I mean, that's, I think, I don't know. They actually threatened that if they saw us doing it again, we, you know, I don't know, they'd arrest us or something. Number 10, I don't drink. I never really have, which is around here is a big thing because Wisconsin, beer, bars everywhere. People think I'm crazy, but alcoholism runs in our family. My uncles, my father. So, I mean, I've had a few things here and there. Obviously, I had champagne at my wedding, stuff like that, but never been drunk, so. Which then leads me to number 11. I haven't seen my dad in over 20 years because of it. He did, I mean, he was the nicest guy when he was sober, and we were like best friends. When I was in high school, we used to take walks almost every evening, talk about everything. But then he started drinking again, and he started doing some crappy stuff, and cheated on my mom, and left us, and didn't understand why I didn't like that, and why I didn't want to meet his new girlfriend and go to their wedding. Anyway, number 12. I joined the tennis team in high school as a freshman. Didn't even get to play one match. I sprained my ankle, and not doing, was doing something really stupid. I was at home, I don't know, we were goofing around, and I was just singing, running through the house, and I jumped and I landed wrong and sprained my ankle. Couldn't play. So I ended up joining the soccer team because tennis was in fall when school, you know, first started, and then so the end of the year in spring, obviously I was fine by then. So I joined the soccer team, and then I played for like 3 years, I think. 13, also high school, I played the clarinet. I actually started in 5th grade, played it all the way through high school. Played some saxophone in high school because they needed saxophone players for the jazz band, and that's an easy switch over. But now I haven't touched it since high school, so now I can't even read music anymore. It's pretty sad. My daughter played clarinet. I mean, I could pick it up and I could get a sound out of it and, you know, do a tune or a melody or whatever, but I looked at her music, I'm like, what the heck does this mean anymore? Number 14, I have been a Rick Springfield fan since I can remember, 1981-ish, you know, when he first, Jesse's Girl came out, and General Hospital. I have been to, I don't know exactly, I didn't actually look it up, but about 35 concerts. And yeah, that sounds kind of crazy, but actually it's pretty low for the average Rick fan. There's some people out there who stopped counting at 100. So anyways, at that time, his music just kind of helped me through a rough time. We had just moved from our hometown in Massachusetts to Wisconsin. My dad had gotten a new job, and I had a hard time making friends, fitting in, and I just turn to that. And it's kind of still like that. I always feel like I don't fit in and have a hard time making friends and connecting with people. So number 15, I am the Queen of Italy. Don't believe that? Didn't think so. That's been like a long-running joke with me and my mom. I don't know, I don't remember where it came from, but you know, just randomly once in a while I'll be like, you know, she'll ask me why something, and I'm like, because I'm the Queen of Italy, whatever. And like I said, I've done these lists in the past, like Facebook or whatever, and I put that in there. Nobody notices it because I don't know. Anyway, number 16, I have never got a speeding ticket or even got stops for speeding. Knock on wood. Hopefully it won't happen the next time I get in the car. My first job was at Kmart. That's where I met my husband. And I did not like him when I first met him. A friend of mine my best friend was dating his best friend, and she tried to set us up, and I was like, yuck. And he always jokes that, you know, we met under the blue light, if you remember that. The blue light special. And then number 18 kind of goes with that. He was the first guy I ever dated. Only guy I've been with. People think I'm weird. It is what it is. I don't know, I'm kind of proud of it, but if you think I'm weird, everybody does. It's fine. Number 19, my first car was a 1983 Dodge Charger. It was red with black stripes. And I really love that car. I kind of miss it. But it kind of died. I drove it till it died. And number 20, I don't have any tattoos. I've always wanted one, but I don't know what to get because it's going to be there forever. So, and I don't know where to get it. My daughter just got one on her wrist. I was thinking something there, but I go back and forth. Do I want it photography related? Do I want it related to my kids? Do I want cross stitch in there? I don't know. Someday. Originally it was going to be on my 40th birthday. Some friends were going to take me, but that never happened. So maybe for 50. And I guess that is about it. Thanks for watching if you made it this far. And hope you come back. I know I haven't made videos in a while. It's kind of a month or 2 months in between, so I don't know if anybody's even sticking with me because there's not much activity going on there. So I'd love for you to, you know, keep watching, say hello, comment. Let me know if anybody's interested in that piece. And I guess that's about it. Have a great week and happy stitching.